So what would you say is something that you've learned about me in the 2 years that we've been dating?
That I need to be a lot more patient with you because you never know where you want to eat.
That was a burn.
It's true. I'm Josh.
I'm Lindsay.
And we were a couple that started making videos on TikTok and then decided, hey, let's do a YouTube channel. So here we are.
Woo!
Do not forget to like this video and then subscribe.
I wanted to say that.
Okay, then you can say it.
I usually say it.
usually say it.
Don't forget to like this video.
Yep.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
And ring the bell so you can stay updated with our future videos.
Yep.
And make sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok accounts so you can see more behind the scenes of our life.
So today we're going to be talking about the top 3 things that we have learned from dating for 2.5 years, which is so crazy. And it's even more than that now. It's 2 years and 7 months. And it's just crazy to think that it's gotten to that point.
Yep. It actually has been 2 years and 8 months.
Oh.
Number 1. We are both selfish people. I think everybody is to some degree. Mm-hmm. And you don't realize that until you're in a relationship with someone, because you're like, okay, you know, there are things that you want to do and there are things that your significant other wants to do. And it's hard sometimes to agree on things. So I would say learning to be less selfish, because that is so important in a relationship. That's something that we have learned over this past 2.5 years. And I think, obviously, we're way better at it than we were when we first started dating.
I mean, I'm not going to be like, yes, we're not selfish people, because I'm very selfish. You know, I get up and I go to the gym every morning around 5:30. Well, I get up at 5:30 to go to the gym in the morning. And there's some times where we haven't seen each other for the full day. And in my head, I'm just thinking, I just want to go to bed. And then I know that I'm being selfish because I want to go to bed so I can get up and go to the gym, when in reality, you know, sometimes it's okay to take a day off and spend more time with her. And she's probably thinking right now, yes, I can use that against him every day of the week.
I'm not.
He'll never go to the gym again.
No. See, and that's like where it's selfish for me, because it's like, well, I want to spend time with him. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish you didn't have to go to the gym in the morning. Mm-hmm. But, you know, but it's still important to do the things that you need to get done, or your things that you like to do. It's super important to have those things still in your relationship individually, right? Because otherwise it's not going to be good for either one of you anyways.
You know, when I was first getting to know Lindsay's dad, one of the things that he told me that was the biggest key in a relationship and in marriage is just being unselfish. And the more that her and I date, the more I realize I am a very selfish man. I'm not gonna lie, it's just inbred in all of us, like you said. And I think about what he said all the time, because he's just this insanely smart person, even though I never give him that type of credit when we're together. I pick at him all the time. But he's so smart, and I always look up to him about everything, and that's one thing that I always come back to and think about what he told me, and it just really proves to be true every day, to be unselfish. The second thing that we've learned from 2.5 years of dating is communication is the main staple of any relationship, and that's what the relationship needs to have a foundation on.
We actually talked about this a lot in one of our other videos, our long distance relationship video. We were in long distance relationship for about 1.5 years, and it was pretty rough, but communication is what got us through that.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It's still important though. Communication is extremely important regardless of whether you're in a long distance relationship or not though, because you have to learn how to communicate your request, your concerns, your worries, your happiness, everything.
You know, communication in long distance was actually a whole lot easier, because if we had a disagreement, I could just hang up on her.
Yeah. Not just be like, I don't want to listen to you anymore. But
No, that's what I was talking about. I'd just be like...
He would not do that. That's another important thing. If you're on the phone with someone, you shouldn't just hang up the phone just because you're mad. You should be like, hey, I'm getting heated. Let's just talk later. And then hang up the phone and talk later. Or if you're in person, like, you don't necessarily have to leave the house or something, but you could just be like, hey, I'm really getting frustrated. Like, can we just, like, not talk for 10 minutes or however long you need? And then that'll go well. It's like, then you take a minute to cool down, then you can come back and have a better conversation. That's one example of how to communicate better.
You know, my degree in college was in communication, and I thought, oh, I'm pretty skilled at communicating and everything. And then I started dating her, and I realized that I am terrible at communicating.
No, he's not giving himself enough credit.
And our communication issues that we do have ties back into selfishness. See how that's like kind of the root of everything?
Exactly.
The third thing that we've learned from 2.5 years of dating is that if you're watching this right now, you need to subscribe right now. Seriously, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit that little bell so you can hear all of our crazy stories and learn everything you want to learn about us in all of our videos. Okay, so the actual third thing that we've learned from 2.5 years of dating is that a relationship is the most humbling experience you will ever encounter in your life.
Just when you think you have everything together, a new conflict comes up and it's like, hey, hello, I'm right here. Come fix me. And then you have to figure it out. But see, the most important thing, though, is when that does happen, you have to approach it with kindness and just an expectation of we're going to get through this instead of anger and frustration.
You know, I always think to myself, okay, so we had a disagreement the other night, today's going to be a new day, and today's going to be perfect. And I thought that for a long time, and it's never going to be perfect. And I'm not saying that relationships is just going to be conflict all the time.
No.
But what I'm saying is that they're never going to be what you expect them to be. I think that that's a really good way to put it. You need to eliminate all expectations because you never know what curveballs you're going to get. And every single day, we're faced with something like we have the opportunity for conflict to happen. That's inevitable. Every single day, every couple has the opportunity to have a conflict that might not end in the best way. But what we really work on, and you know, we're not even married yet, but I still look at every single day as an opportunity to grow more. That way, when we do get married, I'm already prepared to be a husband that's loving and caring. And while I'll still be selfish, because that's just how we all are, I'm going to have a better understanding of what it is that's required of me and what I can do on my part to help us to get along and communicate as well as we can.
Yeah, it's up to us. It's up to you as a couple to understand that there can be conflict literally every single day. If there is something that happens, then you kind of have to figure out, okay, 2 ways I can approach this, with love or with anger. And if you choose love, then it may still be a conflict for sure, but at least it'll go better and not spiral into something else. If you choose anger, then it can spiral out of control and get really bad. And, you know, not everybody is perfect at that. Sometimes, like, it's really frustrating when you get in arguments with people, you choose the route of frustration, like, you learn from it, and then you're like, okay, next time this happens, I want to choose love. So that's, like, definitely something that I've learned is to be super loving and to know that, like, not every day is going to be perfect, but you can make it pretty close to perfect if you make the right choices. Overall, though, you're going to have arguments, you're going to have frustrating moments with each other, but at the end of the day, if you can just love each other and just know that you're going to get through it, everything will be fine.
And it makes it pretty easy to choose the loving side because, I mean, look at her. She's a little princess. And that sums up the 3 things that we've learned from dating for 2.5 years, or 2 years and 8 months, as you corrected me earlier. Hey guys, listen, do not forget, like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notifications bell so you can see everything that we're up to and see all of our new videos that release every single Friday at 6 p.m.
Woo!
Woo!
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Bye.
Bye.